This is really bright light. Wow, that's kind of creepy. Let me put it on the camera quick so it looks a little less spooky. This isn't Halloween. So this is the Neewer CN-160 review. It's an LED that fits on top of your camera, whether it's a photographic camera or a video camera. It fits in the hot shoe, and it's a whole lot of awesome. So before we start with the serious business of this review, I'm going to take you around the yard here because it's pitch black out here. And you can see a lot with this light, so I'm just going to show you that. Just to show you the perspective, it's completely dark, and we're over by the stream now. Alright, I'm using the on-camera mic because I got this right in the hot shoe, and I didn't bring my bracket outside. So let's go test this thing out for real now. One of my favorite budget photography and video equipment companies, Neewer, sent me a CN-160. They reached out and asked if I would like to do a review, so hashtag sponsored on this one. They sent me the light with the daylight balanced filter and the tungsten filter. And they were also nice enough to send me the battery charger, which is for the F570 and the NP F550. And they sent me two NP F550s, and I am eternally grateful for that because I don't have just one battery. I also got a backup, and they sent it to me for free to do this review. So what you're currently seeing before I start the normal rigorous testing is the RL18 LED pointed at me at about half brightness, daylight balanced, and right here I'm using the CN-160 as a hair light. And it's valuable for much more than that, but if you have one of these little lights, they can go a long way. If you have one or two of them, just one is just fine, because I can use that to light this background. So if I drop the stand a little bit, put it down behind me, full brightness, and tilt it up, so it creates a little glow behind me. Now we have a nice glow. I'll turn this one up a little bit more. Now we have this nice glow around behind me, and I'm probably about 3 feet from the wall here on the backdrop. So I'm gonna turn this off behind me, let you see the effect of it. So even though the main purpose of this is an on-camera LED light, run and gun style, like maybe even nighttime, like how I started this video, even though that was a little bit crazy, it's very, very, very bright, and it's impressive. So here we go. The first two tests in order are the CN-160, then the RL18 ring light, then the softbox with two 100-watt CFLs. The first test, they're all directly facing me. And for this comparison, it's to the camera left. As a hair light, off and on. Now a brightness test 4 feet away from a gray backdrop. Oh, it's so painful. Now that we're done with all the comparisons, I took Stephanie outside during sunset, backlit her with the sun here as you can see, and gradually turned the light up. And now you can watch it completely remove the shadows from her face, keep the same exposure for the background, a nice warm sunset, and you're good to go with one simple, very portable light. Now obviously this can be used for video and photography. You can actually hand hold this thing. It's so small, you can hold it above something and vary the brightness until you get exactly what you need. I'm gonna be putting a video out of possibly 10 things. I started a list already, I'm up to 8, that you can do with this small light or any LED light that pretty much just throw in your camera bag and run with it. Like long exposures, photography, stock photography, like product photography, just these little lights, and you can just hand hold it if you want. You can put it on a stand and just run with it. It's really, really handy to have. The only thing that I'm not a big fan of on this, and it does feel like very high impact plastic, is the mount to mount your camera on. This whole piece is plastic, but then again, it is high impact, but it will probably be the only thing that breaks, because unfortunately, even though I'm not a dropper of things, I've already dropped this twice because I thought it was on the stand and it wasn't. I sat it on, went to do something else to come back for these lighting comparisons, and it just fell right off. So a testament to that is no noise, nothing broke, and all those LEDs still light up. So I felt really bad about that, but it didn't break, even though it's made of plastic. So all the links for this are gonna be in the description of this video. I'm gonna include the alternative batteries because this has an adapter, because this charger actually has an adapter for 2 different batteries, so I'm gonna include those too. And I forgot to mention one other thing about this light is you can also power it with AA's if your batteries ran dead, or if that's just what you wanna do, you can just not buy the charger and batteries and use AA's. I prefer to have dedicated batteries because then I know what they're for, and you know, I don't have to wonder if the ones I have in my bag are any good. I can mark them and they're just for this light. For all my Lightroom presets and lookup tables, LUTS for video, check out my awesome shop. I'm gonna link it up here and I'll put it also in the description of this video. I try to keep my prices as reasonable as possible. I like to pack in a lot of presets and a lot of LUTs in each pack for a ridiculously low price, so you can actually just buy it and run with it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got a little more insight on these small LEDs and what they're for. Like I said, I'm going to be making a video of at least 10 extra things you can do with this other than put it on top of your camera, and I hope you enjoyed it. Just remember, every single day, create, share, repeat, and keep it awesome. See you next time, and thanks Neewer for sponsoring this video.